Hey everyone, I'm Rachel and I'm one of the PoTS UK volunteers. I actually live in Northern Ireland. I have PoTS as well as numerous other chronic conditions. So for anyone that doesn't know what PoTS is an abnormality in the autonomic system, which can cause a lot of different symptoms, in particular when people are standing, sitting or doing exercises. So for example, some of the symptoms that PoTS causes is an increased heart rate upon standing. It can also be symptoms such as shortness of breath, dizziness, brain fog, fatigue, pain, pre-syncope, which is the symptoms you get pre-fainting, as well as fainting, nausea, vomiting, and there's a lot of other symptoms. Lots of people have a different combination of symptoms and it can make it very debilitating. Studies in America show that roughly 170 people in 100,000 people have PoTS. While there's no cure for PoTS, studies indicate that 90% of people of PoTS have improved or managed symptoms due to medically guided treatments and lifestyle changes. However, the average time on presentation of symptoms to diagnosis is generally 7 years. So my personal story is that from childhood, I definitely had autonomic symptoms going on, but it wasn't until 2008 where I kind of really had a lot of more severe and serious symptoms going on. I got a virus back in 2008. I was in university at the time, and basically I got this virus and it set off all these different symptoms in me. It caused me to have to drop out of my university studies and I basically became bedbound. And I didn't know what was going on. The doctors at the time were telling me it was anxiety or depression, and I had all these different weird symptoms going on at the same time, including an increased heart rate when standing, like really breathless, brain fog, dizziness. I was fainting a lot every day, multiple times a day, and yeah, I just didn't know what was going on. So it actually took me until 2016 to actually get diagnosed with PoTS, and I know I was actually really lucky to even get my diagnosis in 2016. I was lucky because my GP actually suspected PoTS in me because they had a family member of their own with PoTS, and basically they kind of saw this signs in me that they thought it was maybe PoTS. So I was referred to see a cardiologist. Again, I was lucky because I was able to afford to actually go privately to see a cardiologist because the NHS waiting times were pretty bad, even back in 2016 here. So I was lucky and I was able to go through the different tests that you do for PoTS, including the tilt table, the active stand, ECGs and things like that. And I was diagnosed with PoTS in 2016. Mainly, I kind of managed my PoTS kind of by lifestyle changes. So like pacing, increased salt, compression stockings, 3 litres of fluid a day, and I am on some PoTS medication. So I am a lot better with my symptoms now compared to when I was back in 2008, but I still have daily symptoms, including every time that I stand up, my increased heart rate, dizziness, brain fog. I got brain fog right now doing this video, so excuse me if you see me looking away from the video because I'm just checking that I mentioned everything I want to in this video in my notes. I have severe fatigue, and it means I have to pace everything really carefully. Yeah, I still have a lot of symptoms going on each day, but they are more manageable compared to back before I was diagnosed back in 2008. So PoTS remains like a very unknown condition, but it is widely experienced. And as we know, it seems we're getting more awareness around it, especially with long COVID, because there seems to be a lot of people with long COVID seem to have PoTS-like symptoms as well. So in PoTS UK, we're really keen about raising awareness of obviously PoTS among medical professionals and to increase support for those affected for it. So the reason I'm doing this video today is to ask for your help. We all need to come together and hopefully together in numbers we can make a difference. So I don't know if you have noticed, but on our website, on our social media, and in emails. There's a parliamentary campaign going on at the minute. So PoTS UK patron Cat Smith MP has basically tabled an early day motion in Parliament, and we need you and your support to help us with this. We're trying to raise awareness and healthcare access for people with PoTS. So on our PoTS UK website, there is 2 email templates that we can basically use to email our MPs to ask them to basically support this early motion to try and help us get more access for people to healthcare and actually raise more awareness. So on the PoTS UK website, there's 2 templates. There's one for if your MP is a minister, and there's one for if your MP is not a minister. So I ask everyone out there watching this video to please take part in this campaign and email your MP with this campaign, and also ask your family and friends to also do it. Sorry, brain fog and mixing up my words, which PoTS symptom. Yeah, so basically the more emails we receive, the more that we can actually do, and the more likely everyone Parliament is actually to take notice, and we can start hopefully making a positive change. As I say, there's, you know, power in numbers, so let's all like come together as a team effort and actually help, you know, get involved in trying to help more people actually get the treatment that they need to actually improve their lives. So let's all together and make a difference. Let's all together come together and make a difference. So again, sorry about my brain fog, but again, that's just PoTS there. So thank you.